Welcome back, Ms. Tamal's class. Today we are starting a new lesson, Lesson 30, Ordering Objects by Length, Day 1. To start, circle the shorter pencil. Draw an X on the longer pencil. As you can see here, we have two pencils. And it's important to notice this dotted line right here. The erasers of the pencils are lined up perfectly with this dotted line. That's very important when measuring objects. They have to start at the same place in order for us to find out which one is shorter or which one is longer. So when looking at this picture here with the two pencils, you can see which one is shorter and which one is longer. Is this shorter than this? No. Is this pencil shorter than this pencil? Yes. So we are going to circle the shorter pencil. This one is shorter. I know this one is shorter because if I covered up this pencil here, this top pencil still has all this length right here that this bottom pencil does not. So I know that this pencil is shorter. Draw an X on the longer pencil. We know this one is shorter, so this one must be longer. And that's all we needed to do for this problem. Next, each cube train is a different length. Draw the cube trains. Circle the shortest. Because I don't have cube trains at my house, I guess I could have used something else like markers or crayons or something like that, but since it says cube trains, I decided to just go ahead and draw 3 cube trains for you guys. So I have a red one here, a green one here, and a yellow one here. And these would just be connecting cubes that you might have in the classroom. So when looking at these 3 cube trains, we need to circle the shortest cube train. So we have 1 red cube train, 1 green cube train, and 1 yellow cube train. So how can we compare the lengths of the cube trains to find out which one is the shortest? That's right, we should lay out the cube trains next to each other, make sure that they're lined up starting at the same place, and then we can count how many cubes are in each train. So let's do that now. This first cube train has 1, 2, 3 cubes in it. So let's write that here. This next cube train has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cubes in it. And this last yellow cube train has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 cubes in it. So which cube train is the shortest? It looks to me like the red cube train is the shortest. It only has 3 cubes, which is smaller than 5 cubes and smaller than 7 cubes. So the red cube train is the shortest. The red one does not stick out as far as the others. So we are going to circle the shortest cube train, which is our red cube train. Next, boys and girls, we needed to draw straws and circle the tallest. So I went ahead and drew 3 straws, a green straw, a red straw, and a blue straw. And what we're asked to do is circle the tallest straw. How is this problem like the last problem on the other page with the cube trains? Well, it's the same because we need to compare the straws to find the tallest, and we need to use this dashed line to start them at the same place. And how is this problem different than the last page? You're right, this question asks to find the tallest instead of the shortest. The straws need to stand up on the dashed line instead of going sideways. They need to go up and down. So, how can we tell which straw is the tallest? We need to first place them on the dashed line. We did that. And the straw that goes the highest is the tallest. So let's see, which straw goes the tallest? Which one goes the highest? Is it this blue one here? Is this one higher than this one? No. What about this red one? Is this red one higher than this green one? No, I don't think so. Is the green straw the highest or the tallest? It is. Let's circle the green straw. And we know that because if I drew a line where this green straw was, it is taller than our red and our blue. Our red and our blue straws don't even come close to the green straw. So we know that the green straw is the tallest. Next, draw 3 different lines. Start at the gray line and go across. Put the shortest one first, put the longest one last. So, what do we need to do? We need to draw 3 different lines, and the shortest one needs to go first, and the longest one needs to go last. And we know we need to start at our gray dotted line to make sure all of our lines are lined up perfectly. So, are we going to draw lines up and down or side to side? You're right, we need to draw lines side to side because our gray dotted line is here, and we need to make sure that our lines start right here on our line, on our dotted line, so we need to go across. So when we start drawing 3 lines, I'm just going to use a green marker. We know the shortest one needs to go first. So it doesn't really matter how long I make the first one. We just know that it has to be the shortest. So I drew a line here. Your line could go out here, it could go down here, however you wanted to do it. And we know we need to put the longest one last. But we have to draw 3 lines. So let's draw another line. The shortest one has to go first though, so this next line needs to be longer than that one. Is this orange line longer than this green line? Yes. Next, we're going to draw one more line. And this last one needs to be the longest. So this purple line needs to be longer than our orange line and our green line. So I'm going to make it super long, way out here. So is our green line the shortest? Yes, that's the first one. How about our middle line? You're right, it is longer than the green line. And then how about our purple line? You guys are right again, it is the longest line. And next we're just going to go over some vocabulary since we just got introduced to length. So in the middle here, I have the word length. We know a lot about length from what we just did in all of our problems. So we need to show the meaning of length by completing this organizer in these boxes with words, numbers, or pictures. So, for some examples, we know that the length of something is how long it is. Does that make sense? If we are comparing lengths of straws, of cube trains, we're trying to figure out how long it is. What else do we know about length? Well, this picture that I just drew could be a ruler, it could be just a rectangle, but we know the length is how long it is. So this whole thing is the length. What else do we know about length? Well, this says shortest, and I wrote the word shortest next to this small line here because this small line here is smaller than this line. So this line is the shortest. This line would be the longest because it's longer than our short line. What else? This says longest. I wrote the word longest next to this line because it is longer than this line. It's the longest line. So those are just a few things that we know about length, and we are going to continue to practice that in the upcoming lessons on day 2 of lesson 30. So thanks for tuning in, guys, and I'll see you in our next lesson.